Are you considering expanding into China? Then you need to be aware of the differences between the Western and the Chinese customer decision journey. The two biggest Chinese online players, Alibaba and Tencent, have created seamless platform environments, which are much less fractured than what Western brands are used to. The Chinese have also adapted QR codes in a manner not seen in the Western world, and the time where cash was king is over. Seamless interaction and share of life is the new king. And yes, it is worth the effort understanding the Chinese customer decision journey and making the Chinese consumer happy, hence aiming for success. Nearly 35% of the population, around 480 million consumers, are to meet the definitions of upper middle income and high income by 2030. So wealthy consumer target groups are increasing in numbers that are hard to grasp, and so are sales, led by online and strengthened by omni-commerce at a speed which makes the savviest Western omni-nerds lose breath. One example of this online power is the Chinese Singles Day 11/11, which was invented by Alibaba in 2014 and have already surpassed the biggest Western online sales events. Compared to Black Friday and Cyber Monday, just alone is 25.3 million on Singles Day. Comparing the two journeys, we see a much more fractured journey in Western countries, where we jump from search engines over social media into brand websites and on marketplaces, adding goods, checking out along the way, where we see a much more seamless journey in, for instance, Taobao, where we can get inspired, participate in events, and add items to our basket along the way without getting disturbed, without having to check out, and then with a one-click purchase everything on this whole journey. So, in the Western markets, we are used to jumping a lot from site to site, from media to media, making purchases along the way. Where, for instance, on Taobao, it's a much more seamless flow of interactions, where we can get inspired, we can get engaged, ultimately entangled, adding value to both the consumer and to the brand, ending up with a one-click complete purchase. So, if share of life is the next step in marketing, we can learn a lot from the Chinese platforms, and you need to prepare a lot. Why wait?